Welcome to Shamba Shape-Up.
We have traveled all over East Africa to find hard-working farmers.
We want to celebrate them while giving them the knowledge they need,
so they can adapt and make their farms more productive even while the climate changes.
We want to support them to get better yields and increase their income.
We meet families and enter their kitchens to explore how to cook in cleaner, faster, cheaper ways, while at the same time increasing family nutrition.
We will see how farmers from across the region can benefit from our experts' advice,
while also learning from each other in so many ways.
Join us on these journeys and share in the farmers' experience as they shape up their shambas.
On the Shamba Shape-Up Safari. Welcome
to Shamba Shape-Up.
Today we are in Meru County.
And we want to learn more about potatoes.
Tony, did you know that potatoes are the second most important crop in Kenya? That is after maize. That's right. And there's a farmer who has a problem with his potatoes.
And we want to see how we can help him together with other farmers who are growing potatoes.
And so, Tony, I have to get a special kind of potato expert.
Oh, some sort of mystery, Carol?
I have an idea, and so I'll catch up with you at the Shamba.
Okay, Carol, don't be too long. While Carol looks for her potato expert, I'm going ahead to meet Joseph and Josephine Kimathi, two hard-working farmers who love farming and love their farm. 5 acres among the green hills of Meru County. Hey, Joseph!
Yes, Tony!
Josephine!
Yes!
How are you?
We are very fine.
Very nice to see you.
Thank you.
Can you show us your shamba?
Yes, just for us.
All right.
Yeah.
Joseph is a very keen potato farmer, and he also keeps cows. One is giving 30 liters a day. And still, Joseph wants her to produce more. And here is an avocado tree. Josephine started planting them 18 months ago, and so far they have 20.
The first thing, I was very excited because out of many farmers and many farms, I was the one who was selected.
I've been watching Shamba Shape-Up from the TV. I'm very, very happy to come and visit our place.
Josephine and Joseph,
yes.
You have a very nice shamba.
Thank you.
How long have you been doing this?
For the last maybe 20 years.
And together you have produced this lovely farm.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well
Thank
done.
you.
Josephine,
Yeah.
what exactly is your pressing issue right now?
I'm very new kwa hiyo kazi ya avocado, lakini nataka kufanya hiyo kazi iwe nzuri kabisa.
Yes.
Na kwa sababu iko na mazao mazuri na iko na pesa mingi.
We have just the right expert for you to help you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Joseph?
My first problem is the potatoes. I don't get a good harvest. Another problem is dairy farming. My production of milk as per now is 60 liters per day.
Are you happy with that?
No, I'm not happy yet.
And that's why we are here.
Welcome. Thank you.
To make sure you're shaped up, we've got our experts with us to work with you.
Yes.
And Caro is also working with them right now.
Yes.
So I'll join her, pitch up the tent,
Yes.
and I'll see you later, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So let's pitch the tent and get ready for work. Ah, there you are, Caro.
Yes, Tony.
Did you find your expert?
Of course, yes. And Tony, let me tell you, he's going to bring a whole new perspective in solving problems, especially with the potatoes.
Exactly what I'm going to help with.
Aha.
But I need to take this with me since it's raining and we don't want that expensive equipment getting rained on.
Ever careful, Tony. All right, I'll see you later.
Yes, and we'll see you later. Our first expert today is Duarte from Fathealiafrica. We've asked him to come to do a soil test. Joseph was doing well with his potatoes, but in recent years, the yield has started to go down. Anthony is using an agrocare scanner for the testing, which, as we will see, completely changes how soil testing is done. And I'm glad to say it looks like the rain is stopping. This is good timing. Now, you've already tested his soil.
Yes.
Why is it important for farmers to test their soils?
Testing soils is very important. First, it enables you to know the amount of nutrient that in the soil. Secondly, it enables you to know the type of fertilizer that you will use in that soil. Thirdly, it will tell you the amount of that fertilizer that you will be able to use. And fourthly, it will be able to increase your yield after you have followed the advised recommendations.
And that applies to any crop?
Yes, and that's applied to any crops.
At any soil?
And any soil.
Okay.
So long as you test it, you'll get your results, and then you'll know what else to do in order for that soil of yours to give you maximum yield of your crop.
So, Joseph, have you ever had your soil tested?
No.
Why not?
I thought that you get the soil to Nairobi or the other places to get the results, and it will take a long time. So I had no interest on that.
So, Anthony,
Yes.
what is the solution to our farmers' problem?
These are handheld soil care scanner. It's a quick diagnostic tool which you are able to test your soil and it will give you results within 10 to 15 minutes.
10 to 15?
Yes, 10 to 15 minutes you'll have your results here. Yes.
Which brings me to the challenge that Joseph you had talked about.
Yes.
You had said something about your potatoes.
I had a challenge in potatoes because I planted potatoes for the last 20 years. And as days and years are going, my potatoes production is getting lower and lower and lower. They started wilting one by one. As you can see,
Bring it, let's have a look at it.
it's here.
Wow, this looks serious. Anthony, what do you think? It doesn't look healthy at all, does it?
Actually it doesn't.
I know what I'm going to do first. I'm going to take a photo of it.
Let me hold it.
Yeah, hold
Like
it that.
that,
We
yeah.
send a photo of it
Yeah.
to Shamba.
Yeah.
And they can tell us what is happening because it doesn't look good at all.
Yeah.
So now, Anthony,
Yes.
how long ago did you test our farmer's soil?
15 minutes ago.
So when are the results due?
Here, I can show you.
They are ready?
Yeah, they should be ready.
Wow. Oops. Shamba. Yours too. All right. So Shamba says is a root rot and it's something that is to do with the soil. The problem is soil borne. The soil is infested with fungus. When it is soggy, the fungus blocks the root spores and they end up suffocating the plants to death. What else can we learn from his soil test?
From my results, the soil is too acidic.
So what am I supposed to do?
You're supposed to do liming. Have you ever used lime before?
No, I've never.
So normally what happens when you continuously use DAP, your production goes up for the first few seasons. When you're continuously using DAP without doing anything, it acidifies your soil. So you'll realize that your production will go down because most of these nutrients are not being absorbed very well when your soil is acidic. Yes.
So Joseph just needs to lime the
Lime.
soil.
Yes, you need to lime your soil.
That's
Yes.
it.
And that is February or
January,
February.
February, when it's dry.
August, September.
Or August to September,
Yeah.
when also it's dry.
So as per your results, what does he need to do? He limes.
The results are, before planting, you need to put 100 kg of agricultural lime inside that 0.25 acres. You also need to also continue putting your compost manure and animal manure.
Yes.
And I hope
And
this
also
will
the
help
target
you.
is here. Here's a double of what I used to get.
This is
a double.
6,000 kilograms.
Again, it's 3,200.
Isn't that good?
Yeah, that is good.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
So Anthony,
Yes.
how can other farmers get your services?
Through calling us Fathealiafrica. So we do have agents across the country. If you say where you are, we'll direct you to the closest agent that is there.
Or they can use Shamba.
Or they can use Shamba and
Yeah.
Shamba will reach us.
Yes.
I had no soil test before, so that is why my yields was going low and lower low. So I'm expecting high yield next season.
Well, it didn't take long before the rain was back. So while Tony was finishing helping Joseph out in the Shamba, I decided to find Josephine. Luckily for me, she's nice and dry inside the house, getting ready to make lunch. With me are the two special experts I found earlier, Joseph Shege from Acre Africa and farmer Joseph Ibere. They are here to talk to us about the benefits of insurance.
How are you?
Joseph,
Yes.
there you are.
Yes.
Welcome.
Asante.
Right on time.
Yes.
And I know you've been discussing very good things with Tony.
Yeah. And I'm a potato farmer.
Yes.
And seed as well. Yeah.
What would happen if something bad happened to them?
2 potatoes.
Or you lost your crop for the season? How would you feel?
I feel bad. I prepare for the next.
You just prepare, you count your losses and then you prepare
Yeah,
for the
prepare
next
for-
season.
yeah.
Josephine,
Yes,
what would you do if you had a fallback plan?
we very much happy. Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
So you've also heard about insurance?
I have about insurance, but crop insurance.
Never, never. All right.
Yeah.
You're lucky today.
Yes.
We have not even one, but two
Yes.
people who are going to tell us about it. So, over to you, Joseph.
Very many farmers don't know about crop insurance. Crop insurance basically helps you to prevent you from unforeseen risks, like when you're expecting rains do not come, or they come in excess and they cause damage to your crop. Now the question is, what are you being covered for? There are two options that you can be covered for. You can be covered for the cost of production or the investment. How much money are you putting in? Or you can also be covered for the expected output value. What is the revenue are you expecting at the end of the season?
So let's say, Joseph, they decide they want to insure their potatoes.
Yes.
What is the plan?
Climate change is a reality. We are seeing erratic rainfall and not being enough. Or you can have excessive rainfall causing damage to your crop. This insurance product that we're proposing for smallholder farmers, we call it Rainfall Index Insurance. So we are not going to come and visit your farm, but using satellite, we'll be able to monitor the amount of rainfall that your crop is receiving from the time you plant all the way to harvesting. So if you experience depressed rains, then we be able to see that even when you're sitting in Nairobi.
So, Joseph, you brought us a visitor?
Yes, today we have Joseph. And he has benefited from insurance, and we've been insuring him for the last 2 years.
At our home areas, there are times comes lack of
Rain.
rain. So our people normally got very poor harvest due to drought. But when the insurance covered, I got benefit. Yeah.
So the payment is guaranteed?
Yes, it is guaranteed.
You don't get problems from the insurance companies?
No problem. Yeah.
Is this insurance very expensive to?
Not expensive. Not expensive. To me, I insured 1 acre. And that acre, I paid 1,000 shillings. Then they paid me back 7,500.
Wow.
You see, that I paid what? 1,000 per acre.
The farmer receives a payout proportional to how much of the crop is lost. So, for example, if we only get half the rain needed for the crop to do well, the farmer will receive half of the amount covered.
I have heard that you have insured the maize.
Yes.
But can you insure any other crops despite the maize?
You can due to the valuation that you may select at your area.
So it means, like me, a potato farmer, I can insure my potato.
Yes, you can.
Yes. We have insurance for almost all commercial crops. All what you need to do is to declare and say, I want to insure my crop, I'm located in this area, because you'll realize a farmer who is doing potatoes here in this area and another one in Narok, the exposure is totally different. So the pricing and the cost of insurance varies with location.
When do you insure? You insure before planting or after planting or almost harvesting?
Good question.
You see, I can just view my Shamba.
Yes.
You see, now there's a problem. I just jump and insure.
Yes.
So that you so that you'll pay.
It doesn't work like that. You're supposed to buy insurance product before planting.
Yes.
Are we clear? Yeah. Josephine?
Very clear.
Joseph, very clear? So now we need to see how to go about filling this
Yes,
form.
yes.
All right, let's do that then.
Yeah.
I never knew that crops can get insurance. I knew insurances are for motor vehicles and also personal insurance.
I'm very, very happy because I've never heard about the crop insurance. But today I've learned something very important and I'm going to do it.
Even when drought comes or out of rain comes with the insurance, I'm not going to lose. I will benefit also.
Well, Caro,
Yes, Tony?
what do you think of that?
I think his potatoes are now well covered, if you know what I mean.
And there's still more to come right after the break. We are going to find out how improving cow fodder can increase milk yield.
And how to get the best from your avocado trees. Welcome back.
To Shamba Shape Up.
We are in Meru and we are visiting farmers Joseph and Josephine Kimathi.
We have seen how to get your soil tested with results in just 15 minutes.
And how to protect your farm income from too little or too much rain by taking out insurance.
But we also want to find out how a good fodder crop and making silage can increase your cow's milk yield.
and how to get maximum yield from your avocado trees. So, no time to waste?
Let's get back to work. Okay, so my next job is to help Joseph get more milk from his cows. The key is feeding your cow quality grasses that have a lot of nutrients. So, we have invited Frederick Muthomi, a specialist in forage crops from CIAT, the International Center for Tropical Agriculture, to give us advice. Joseph grows panicum, bracharia, and napier for his cows. In this area, panicum grows well. In other areas, bracharia or napier might be better choices.
This is panicum Mombasa. You can only tell the difference between a bracharia and a panicum just by looking at it physically. You realize that with the panicum, the leaves are quite long. Yeah, and even its stem is quite succulent compared to bracharia. And panicum also is able to grow taller. It has an average of between 1.5 and it can grow up to a maximum of 2.5 meters.
Is it good for silage?
You can make silage out of it.
Aha.
Yeah.
And when I look around, I'm seeing another kind of fodder. Which one is that?
One of the fodder varieties that all farmers know, the Napier grass. But we are having challenges with the Napier. It is being attacked by a disease, so that's why farmers have to go for an alternative in other grasses. Yeah, so maybe we can have a look and see what's bothering the farmers with Napier grass.
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Yeah.
It's called the Napier smut disease. And a farmer can identify by the black ends. It is causing a yield loss of up to 90%. So you can see within a very short time, the farmer will have no Napier in the farm.
How is it spread?
Can be spread by wind. If a farmer is using his jembe here, it can spread the spores to another area. Also the planting materials. If it happens that a farmer comes and gets a planting material from here, carries the disease to his farm. Yeah.
So how have you been dealing with smut in your shamba?
I was just uprooting and throwing it away.
So when the farmer uproots and they throw the material away, the spores are carried away by the wind and it spreads everywhere. When you uproot the affected material, you need to bury it under the soil or you burn the material completely.
Then we need to bury it right away.
Yeah, we can show the farmer how to do it.
I will help. Let's do it. Let's get rid of this. To stop smut disease spreading, dig a trench at least 1 foot or 30 centimeters deep. Uproot the infected plants, making sure you leave nothing behind, and place in the trench. Cover completely with soil and leave the plants to rot down. And now it's time to return to the cowshed and find out how to keep nutrients in your cow feed by making silage.
So you are preserving this silage, first of all, to have a nutritious feed for the animals. Second thing is that you want to give the crop that is in the field time to regrow. So the farmer is maximizing on making more cuts per year and also preserving quality foliage.
What are the main ingredients of making silage?
So here you can see we have our materials really chopped. Sizes of 1 inch. We need molasses. This is to enhance fermentation. You need to lower our tube and make sure that it will be airtight. Because in silage you have to make sure that no air is around in or water. Turn it inside out for the side that you have tied to be on the inner side. That's good for me. You need to feed enough material over here.
So it will be a ratio of 2 sacks, then molasses.
Make sure that your material is well compacted, and then we need to add the first layer of molasses. Yeah, so here we are mixing the ratio of molasses to water. That's 1 liter of molasses to 3 liters of water, because our molasses is quite thick. Yeah, so make sure your solution has been added uniformly around the tube. So after that, now we need to compact to exceed the air. Make sure that you compact nicely.
So, let's recap. The tube's maximum capacity is 600 kilos. Joseph fills it with 2 70-kilogram sacks of chopped grass and then adds a mixture of 3 parts water to 1 part molasses. He repeats until the bag is full. The molasses helps with the fermentation process. But remember, store bags off the ground away from pests.
You have to seal the upper part so that the process of fermentation will go on, and your silage will be in about 21 days. If it remains tightly sealed as it is, it can go up to even 5 years.
Welcome to the Shamba Shape-Up Farming News for Kenya. In the coming week, we still expect lots of rain across most parts of Kenya. Northern Kenya and parts of northeastern and eastern are expected to have moderate rain of between 25 and 50 millimeters. This includes Turkana, Marsabit, Isiolo, Mandera and Wajir. Lower eastern and coastal regions will have some rain of between 15 and 20 millimeters. This includes Garissa, Tana River, Lamu, Kilifi, Mombasa and Kwale. Central Kenya, Mount Kenya regions and neighboring counties including Laikipia, Meru, Nyeri and Nyandarua expect rains of over 70 millimeters. The same goes for Nairobi, Machakos and Kiambu. Tharaka Nithi, Embu and Kirinyaga will also expect similar rain of over 70 millimeters. North, Central and South Rift Valley, covering Trans Nzoia, Uasin Gishu, Nakuru, Narok and Kajiado, expect a lot of rain of over 75 millimeters. Western and Nyanza regions also expect more rain of over 75 millimeters. Counties included are Bungoma, Kakamega, Siaya, Vihiga, Kisumu, Homa Bay, Migori, Kisii and Nyamira. If you planted early, weeds have started competing with your crops for nutrients. This is the time to weed. Weeding early helps your crops grow healthier and better. This is also the time to plant vegetables and boost your family's nutrition. Keep harvesting rainwater off your roof and store for future use during the dry season. For more information, get in touch with iShamba on 0711 082 606. See you next week on the Shamba Shape-Up Farming News.
Our final expert today is Bridget Mwangi, Nursery Manager at Olivado. Josephine is keen to make a good business out of avocado trees. So, we've asked Bridget to give her some advice on how to ensure they grow well and give Josephine a lot of fruits. Josephine, how long have you been planting avocados?
Niko na mwaka moja na nusu.
1.5 years.
Yeah.
And why did you think of planting avocados? Why not pawpaws?
Nimesikia tu avocado iko na pesa mingi.
All right.
Yeah, sasa nikafikiria kupanda.
All right. So Bridget,
yes,
do you think avocado trees are going to work for her
yes,
in terms of business?
We have 2 types of export fruits, which is Fuete and As. But the best is the small as the original has.
So with every farmer or every farm, whatever crop you're planting, maybe there are few challenges you face here and there. Maybe if you can tell me about them.
Kwanza, mimi ni mkulima mpya juu ya avocado na saa zingine sijui kama juu ya fertilizer ama mambo ya mbolea, ni kupanda tunapanda.
All right. How many avocado trees do you have here?
Around 20.
Ah, that is nice. Bridget, you've been looking at our avocados.
Yes.
So far, do you think you like what you see?
Not really bad.
When you say not really bad, what do you mean?
It's a bit, yeah, because like now I can see that there's mulching, and it's the first time for her to do this. So he has a little knowledge for this. The other thing he can do is just to prune, and I usually advise farmers at the height of 5 meters, you have to chop on top.
Yeah. So is this about 5 meters?
Not really.
Not really.
Yeah, but you can chop that one which is going up, then you wait the tree to spread. Yes.
All right. Mulching around the tree is a good idea to keep down weeds. But most important, don't let the trees get too tall. Prune the tree so it doesn't grow more than 5 meters high. This boosts fruit production and also makes harvesting much easier. Now, I wanted to know how much manure should Josephine apply?
So I usually advise from the word go. After planting, the first time you plant, the first year is 1 bucket. The second year, you put 2 buckets of well-decomposing manure. That is the animal manure. According to the years, you'll be adding every year before the starting of the rains. You can just, around the canopy, you just dig 1 foot,
Yeah.
then you apply like 2 buckets of manure.
Yeah.
Then you just cover it with the soil.
Yes.
That will be okay for you.
So, dig a trench around each tree, 1 foot deep and 1 foot from the center of the trunk. Fill the trench with well-decomposed manure and cover with soil. Repeat every year before the rains. But now, Bridget has a very special tip.
The other thing we are going to plant is Desmodium. Desmodium is a legume. You should know the nitrogen is in the air, but you have to plant the legumes because they have nodules which fix nitrogen for the tree. Most of the time, farmers use the synthetic fertilizers, and most advise farmers to be organic. Instead of buying the CAN, it's better you plant the Desmodium. Then from the Desmodium, you are going to feed your cows.
Yeah.
So if you are going to feed your cows, you get more milk, and the nitrogen is going to be fixed to my tree. So you'll get more money, and the fruit will be okay.
Yes.
Yes, for the market.
All right.
Remember, planting Desmodium helps fix nitrogen in the soil, which in turn helps the avocado tree give more fruits. And this means there's no need to buy fertilizers. And on top of this, Desmodium leaves are a highly nutritious feed for your cows. What a great tip!
So once our farmer uses the Desmodium
Yes.
on the avocado trees,
Yes.
how long will it take for it to start producing?
The first 1.5 to 2 years, you'll get like 10, not more than 10. Maybe the second, you'll get like a crate, that is like 16 kgs of fruits. Then you'll harvest until 70 years.
Wow, 70 years of fruits! That's amazing! I'm sure with his tips, Josephine will get years of profits from these avocado trees.
I'm very impressed. I am going to practice all what I've been taught, and I know I will make it.
Now, off to find Tony and Joseph, and time to say goodbye to our farmers. I think this has been a really great shape-up.
I would like to advise all farmers that whenever you hear the name Shamba shape up, there are people who come to us, farmers, to advise us. They don't need anything from us. It's just to give us advice so that we can prosper in our farms and to make our food security in the country to be sufficient to all areas and all time in all the year. Thank you.
And we'll see you in the next Shamba!